So what I notice with people that are battling codependency is that they will do and sacrifice self and give and give and give with the thought that if they do that to other people will do the same to them. But it's just unbalanced. And the way it's unbalanced is not in the kindness, it's not in the fact that they like to do and they like to give for others. Those are beautiful qualities, right? And we want to treat other people that way so that they treat us that way in return as well. The unbalance comes when inside there are times when you can't, or you want to say no, or you don't agree with something, but you sacrifice your authentic self, whether it's your perspective, whether it's your wishes, your needs, your desires, you sacrifice self to give. Again, sometimes the codependent will think, well, when I do that, they'll do the same for me in the future. But it doesn't happen because the message that you are broadcasting is, I don't matter, you matter. My needs don't matter, yours matter. My personal preference means nothing, yours means everything. And when we have a relationship where we are broadcasting that message over and over and over, guess what they are getting from that? They are getting, who cares what his perspective is or her perspective is, I'm going to do it. My way matters most. Who cares what he or she wants to do? We're going to do what I want to do. Who cares what he or she wants to talk about? We're going to talk about what I want to talk about. And they get the message, and they treat you in harmony with the message that you're broadcasting. So the other thing that happens with people that are battling codependency, and I see this again in my face-to-face coaching, is that they go to the other extreme. They're like, well, then I have to be a jerk. No. Who said anything about being a jerk? Have your good qualities, but have yourself as a priority as well that balances them. In other words, if your friend needs you at 1 o'clock in the morning and you're okay with that, then be there for your friend. But if your friend wants to do something that you don't want to do because you have, something else that is important to you, then care about your needs as well. In life, sometimes we have to say no. When I tell my clients this, they'll often answer saying, but Michele, then he or she will be upset, or he or she will be mad at me. And I let them know, well, that's their choice. We cannot control how people respond to our healthy boundaries. Again, it's about breaking enmeshment. It's about allowing people to respond however they choose. That's who they are. But you're a separate person, and your feelings and thoughts and needs matter as well. If you don't reach this understanding, you will always have relationships that are lopsided. And the reality is that no matter how much you're giving, it doesn't feel good. Because eventually you're going to start feeling resentment. You're going to start noticing the imbalance and wondering why they're not giving back. So the real key is to be kind, be generous, be there for your friends, because I'm absolutely positive that that's part of who you are as a person. But be there for yourself as well. In other words, if someone needs something, and you get this feeling in your body that's like dread, and your body just tenses up, that's your body's way of saying, I don't want to do that. Now the thought will come up, but he'll get mad. Okay, that thought is going to come up. It doesn't just go away because you learned that they're allowed to feel however they want to feel. When that thought comes up, you have to kind of have a conversation with self. And again, I get my clients, they'll tell me, Michele, are you telling me to talk to myself? And I always tell them, well, honey, you're doing it anyway. It's just that most of the time your inner dialogue is working against you. So that being said, when that thought comes up, they're going to be mad. You have to answer that thought and say, well, they're allowed. They're allowed to be mad, and I'm allowed to say no if it doesn't feel good for me to say yes. I'm allowed to care about how I feel in the situation. Start paying attention to how you feel when somebody is asking something of you, or in your everyday conversations with your friends, and start practicing showing up as you, the healthier version of you, the one that cares about others, but that cares about you as well.